Hey yo, what's up?
Welcome all.
Welcome all to the Speakeasy podcast. I am Daryl,
I'm Phil.
Jason.
and we are back for part two of the Speakeasy podcast reboot. Fuck, I completely forgot what episode we're in. So how's it going, guys?
Going good. Going
Oh,
good.
nice.
Good,
It's snowing
Yeah,
good.
outside. It's snowing.
yeah. It's about time, really. I think. It's always rough, but those Canadian winters or something.
Uh, I don't know. To be honest, snowing and not snowing here in Canada is like the same thing. It's still cold regardless.
Yeah,
Rare.
yeah.
Like it could be minus 14, it could be minus 14 and not snow, and then it could be like plus 2 and it snows, and then you'd be like, oh wow.
I mean, now at least you can't like mess it up. You know it's cold. It's
Yeah.
not like 2 weeks ago when we had like this 12 degrees type of thing, or like going on almost like 15 degrees.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's like one day where it was really, really hot, and then it just
Yeah,
dropped the next day.
out of nowhere. Like people didn't know how to dress. Like I was like wearing a jacket, and then I saw someone in shorts, and I was like, oh, okay, this is the thing.
I saw a guy in shorts and t-shirt actually. Just kind of-
Oh yeah, do you guys have that one friend who actually does that? Who, like, whenever like you go outside, like in the
I
cold
have
and stuff.
neighbors that do that.
One coworker, if there's a snowstorm, he's going out in his t-shirt. I swear to God.
I don't know. Like, to be honest, like, I mean, if they're fat, it's a lot easier because
Oh yeah, he's kind of big, but like I don't understand how he doesn't get cold. Like,
because of the fat. It's like polar bears.
I guess.
And if they're hairy, then it's plus.
So you're not cold then?
Nah, I'm super hot fire, fam. What you talking about? Hey, yo, bro, no cap. Like, I feel like just getting a degree nowadays is worthless, to be honest.
It's changed its value. Yeah, it's because a degree's value is proportionate to how many people have degrees, right?
Yeah.
So because everything is democratized, everyone has more access to studying.
Oh yeah.
So now it doesn't have the same value, which is, I feel like it's like, it takes away like the point, I find,
Well,
because
yeah.
it's not like the value of you did it. It's the value of you can do it and someone else can't.
Well, which brings me back to a point that I was talking to Jason earlier, where people's work ethic has gone to absolute dog shit. Like nobody actually like strives to do like work anymore. Everyone's just doing it because they just, it's the next step.
Mm,
So like instead of like actually like striving for something, or at least like, even if you're not passionate about something, but actually like go through with like fully putting 100% in it, just as like sort of to practice and sort of like maintain this sort of mentality of just, hard work works well. Hard work eventually pays off. Like a lot of people nowadays, they don't run by that like mentality. And it's like it's kind of sad. It's like,
mm.
damn.
I'd say that's because uh, we're not motivated to work, because we're not like, because work is like you have to, because otherwise you won't live, you
Oh
know? It's like a twisting your arm type of thing. So you do it, but you do it out of being pushed into it, you know?
yeah, but it's kind of fun because people have like different definitions of work, right? So
Right.
say like a YouTuber or like a movie maker, for example, their idea of work is not necessarily, you know, manual labor where it's like tedious and stuff, where it's like it's legit like, mental, and like you're visualizing a world and trying to recreate it as close or as accurate as possible into a sort of real world, and sort of like, they have people have this sort of weird concept that, oh, me working hard is not like, it's actually putting like physical work into it. I'm like, nah, but like think about it. Fuck me, hold on, I got a call. God damn it, hold up.
What do you think about Daryl's comment?
Really, I have no idea. What was the comment about? I wasn't paying.
Which is funny because a lot of teachers are on social media nowadays. They're like doing TikToks and stuff. I don't know. I'm just thinking on my feed where like a bunch of teachers doing fucking TikToks. I find it hilarious. It's like, bruh. Which, by the way, I have a question. What is your opinions on social media right now? Because it's it was created to sort of connect us all together, right? That was the whole purpose of it. And by doing so, it actually did the opposite and actually sort of alienated every single person in real life. Instead, made you know people be more virtually connected, but not necessarily like intimately connected. What are your ideas?
I
What do you think?
I don't know. Right now, I kind of hate social media, even though I still use it. It's because of how like addictive it is and stuff. Like I can't put my phone down for like 5. But it all depends on the person. I did um get off of social media for like I think 2 months, but that's the most I've done, and it really changed like my perspective on it. But then I got back onto it, so I don't know. I got what do you call that? Never mind.
You
I was
got
gonna
you.
say
Sorry.
something.
Say what were you gonna say?
Uh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, well, it's going on about social media. I think I've personally been really detached from it my entire life. Like I didn't get social media until like 3, 4 years ago. So I managed to stave it off for most of my life. And actually I'm grateful for that because it's made me like I'm not like a social media person really.
Yeah,
I'm like
same.
I don't post all the time. I don't check all the time either.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that detachment gives me like a shell or it gives me like an armor where I don't depend on
Yeah.
what's going on in my social media feed or anything. I don't it's not like my source of entertainment. It's not like my
Mm-hmm.
um
It's not your life, basically.
yeah, it's not my safe haven. It's not where I validate myself.
Which kind of sucks because a lot of people nowadays are defined by the amount of likes and the amount of followers they got.
Well,
And so like,
there's a search for validation in
well,
there.
yeah, but it's very very rooted in insecurity and sort of
Right.
like you could tell how fragile someone is by just when you tell them that your followers don't mean nothing, like you could tell like whenever they're like they're heartbroken, it's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
how dare you say that? It's like, yeah, but I mean, why do you care about what how many followers you got or how many.
Well, that's a product of social media, like or growing up on social media, I guess. You
Well,
know.
Right.
yeah, exactly. Which is because nowadays a lot of people are like really fake. I think. Whereas like a lot of people, they'll post stuff on their feed or whatever, and then
Right.
be
There,
kind or whatever. Promote this, no, 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 and then you meet them in real life, and they're
I
just
mean,
not that.
on social media, you're like promoting a different version of yourself, I
Well,
guess.
exactly. Like
it's the made up, of course. It's like it's fragments of yourself. So even if you're genuine in everything you post, it only ends up being fragments. So no matter what, it ends up being a facade of sorts or a construct of you, you know?
mm,
Just as it is for like in any media, when you present yourself in the media, it's you see aspects of a person, but you don't see a person.
yeah, but the bad part about that is a lot of people tend to judge that aspect
Yeah,
of
well,
the person.
social media makes that like this
But
this
it's
media
weird because
cast version of yourself is the
yeah,
one that people are interacting with.
yeah, it's sort of, I don't know, like there's a lot of people who like get to judge off of a little bit of information of you online, or
Right.
like you say one thing and then that one thing will define you forever. It's kind of like fucked up. Like I
Right.
was thinking of like a bunch of tweets the celebrities have, and then they get um they get shit on for it. Like is a tweet they've done 15 years ago, and everyone's like, oh my god, look at
Right.
him,
Right.
he's so horrible, or look at her, she's so horrible, she doesn't like this and that. I'm like, it's a tweet they've done 15 years ago. 15 years, first of all, you grow throughout 15 years for
Yeah,
sure.
we're archiving what people say to bring
Yeah,
it up against them later, which
yeah,
isn't really an argument years
well, yeah.
later.
Which that's why, like, as for me, like, it kind of scares me to like say, especially now we live in a bring that back to last episode where we're like talking about PC people. We're like, nowadays is a very PC world. So saying like something by accident, not even like meaning it, or just saying something as a joke, would be like labeled as an act of treason or something. Yeah, hate speech, bro. And then you get fucking like pitchforks and knives across across the media page, and it's like, oh, look at this guy, he's bad, and everyone has this perception of you. It's like, oh wow, I guess
Mm.
like that's it. My reputation's done. Yeah, I mean, also because of this friendship is a lot more, you know, it's a lot narrow. Like nobody really knows what a friend is. I don't know what is your definition of a friend.
Mm.
Well, I
Jason,
think like different degrees of friendships. Like I could consider someone a friend, but he's not as close as I am with you or like with another person. But I
I
still
don't know.
consider him a friend.
I don't know. For me, those types of friendships, like, I consider them more as acquaintances.
Yeah.
um,
Like for me, friendship for me is like a relationship that is founded upon trust. Like that is like fundamental for me. So if I
Or
don't
like
trust a person,
yeah.
like there's no like we're not friends. Like I'm acquainted with you, and we're cool. Like we're allies. But like as for friends, for me, friends is like a part of family. It's an extension part of family.
mm,
It's like, you know, they got my back and I got their back. It's a mutual bond, which is like nowadays it's like, oh, I'm only friends with you because you benefit me, and then
yeah, I've heard that before. In a philosophy class, actually,
ooh, it's philosophy.
where we were talking about a teacher said that like he was challenging us with the idea every friend you have is your friend because someone gets something out of it.
Hmm.
Um, Now, a lot of people try to rebuttal
Yeah.
that, me included. Um, but however you may feel, there is often an aspect where many friendships are found upon this kind of social contract or idea of, hey, do you want to help me with this? And then you help me with this
Hmm.
kind of thing. But I think it's deeper than that. I think I'll just go ahead and describe friendship as like someone important to you in your life that you want to keep in your life.
Hmm.
There's
Makes sense.
someone like that is like a cornerstone of your life, which you are glad is, you know?
Okay. Uh, let me ask you this: what do you think about being friends with a girl?
Um,
Or sorry,
yeah.
man being friends with a girl,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and vice versa as well.
I
Like,
totally think that men and women could just be friends. I have many female friends that it's a fine friendship. It's really on the interpersonal
yeah.
connections. I don't think the gender or the sex or the thing matters.
Well, I think that's more because people who are I don't want to say smarter, but people who are intellectually superior. This make me sound more condescending. They're able to separate the person from the gender, or the person from the body, for example. Because a lot of people be like, oh, it's impossible to be friends with a girl because then you'll just eventually you just want to pork her. But I'm like,
Yeah,
not really. I mean, my best friend is a girl. Shout out Emily, real quick if you're watching. And like I don't feel like this like intimate like or need to like do anything with her aside from being friends, and like and at the same time it gives me insight on the other sex. So like if you have advice on, say, gifts, or relationship advice, or even like questions about like how to you know how do I deal with this stuff, it's a
right.
lot easier to have an insight from a person that actually goes through that on a daily basis. Like during the summer, a lot of my friends were like, yeah, they were going through a break or a breakup, whatnot, and someone asked me how to, as a guy, like, is it normal to do this or that? I'm like, well, I mean, for me, I'd say no. It's kind of sus. Like what he's doing is sus, but you should talk to him about it personally because he's
Right.
the one who knows what he's doing. He's the one who's doing the action. So from a guy's perspective, I would say no, it's not normal. But from this person specifically, you should ask him personally how he feels about the relationship, or how he feels about you know you or whatever. And so it would give, it would give an interesting sort of insight on a topic that you're not necessarily expert in. And so it's
Right.
basically like talking to, a guy from a different culture. It's basically
Right, right.
saying it's like,
Well, that's the thing. I think it applies to every social circumstance. People can be friends with people from completely different belief systems,
oh yeah,
cultures, everything. And
just
it's a learning opportunity, actually, like a
yeah.
golden learning opportunity that you, most of the time, you shouldn't pass up
But yeah,
on.
most people are too scared to like, or not too scared, are rather more ignorant to expand their knowledge, and because they think
Yeah,
they know everything, and it's
be away from their comfort zone, I'd
exactly.
say.
So like it's talking to them about something that's like very niche or very sort of like out there is kind of like, oh, what?
Yeah, it
How about you?
definitely broadens what you can tackle.
How about you, Jay? You
Talking
want to
about
come out?
I want to come out. Okay. Wait,
I mean, it's up to you. I don't.
no, I'm, for the record, I'm gay. Sorry, mom and dad.
Whoa! Oh, yo! Actually, that's a very interesting topic. How did they receive that?
I just hope they. I hope to God they don't watch this. Any of my family members in the Philippines.
Oh, they don't know.
Yeah, no, no.
Oh, I thought you were joking. You actually you came out.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
So I guess he came
Just
out.
yesterday, I
I
was
see. I see.
video calling my cousin, or he video called me from the Philippines, and then he asked me like, "Oh, do you have a girlfriend?" I was like, "Oh no, not yet." And then he's like, "Oh, why?" And I was like, I was blaming it on like the COVID rules. That, oh, I can't go to school
Yeah,
'cause
sure. Yeah,
that's where I talk to all the girls, obviously.
yeah.
But but yeah, my mom was she took it better than my dad did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I can tell like they're both still like, oh my god, I'm getting too deep in it. I can tell they're like getting kind of like they're just still like disappointed,
Hmm.
but like I guess they're handling it better now.
But I think Filipinos like is out there. There's this sort of Catholic view, this sort of old school tradition
Like,
where,
I mean, because they're from a whole different culture, so
well, exactly. It's very sort of
Very ingrained in them
yeah.
as well.
it's like your
The
idea to.
negative light of homosexuality. I mean, there's even a joke that I remember I've heard somewhere where what is it like eating chicken makes you gay or something like that.
Wait, what?
Yo, then I must be fucking gay as hell then, because all I eat is chicken, bro. Yeah,
No, but
I don't eat
you
red
know what
meat.
I'm talking about, right, Daryl? I think you were there.
Never heard that.
I don't know. I don't know if it's
One of
chicken.
the
I don't think it's chicken. I think it's something
does
else.
was saying something about chicken.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I whatever.
That would make every single bodybuilder gay then, because that's like everyone eats one.
Broccoli and chicken breast.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's done. It's done, bro. If anything, it makes you not gay because you're eating chicken breast. You fucking. But anyways,
But
yeah,
is
go on.
chicken male or female?
Yo, it doesn't matter. They both got tits though. That's all that
Uh,
matters. But yeah, what were you gonna say, Jason?
I was gonna say nothing.
Oh no,
can I ask Jason a question?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Um, so have you always known about your
Mm,
being gay?
I think I was like 11 or 12 when I realized. So I didn't always know, but like
Hmm.
I was 11 or 12, I realized that I could be. And then like my whole high school phase was me trying to like
back.
push it
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
like deny it or try to change it or whatever. But yeah, when I got to college, that's when I realized like, oh yeah, I am. And I just accepted it and when I got to college. So can't do anything about it, you know?
Well, it's emotionally like maturity, I guess you could say. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but do you ever try experimenting, seeing if it's like sexually experimenting, seeing if you like it or you buy or you're just like pure or buy or anything else.
Are you like with the girl?
Yeah, or with
Uh,
you know
no,
everything in
I
between.
didn't really go far with girls. Like just kissing, I guess.
Yeah.
Shout out to whoever I dated.
Shout out to whoever I don't know your name, son.
No
Get
name.
disrespected,
No, I just don't
motherfucker.
want to drop
Ah,
names.
yeah, pussy.
That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to.
Yeah, because I don't know, like I bet there's a lot of people who are friends with like uh people from the LGBTQ community, and they're just like not like sharing it because they're too scared to being like sort of judged by it. It's like, oh, what, you like one of those guys? Like, not least the members, you know, like the LGBTQ is getting more recognition, more acceptance here
Right.
in the West, but like a lot of people still have this sort of mentality of like, oh, yo, these guys are, you know, he's gay, so like, yo, fuck him, or she's a lesbian. So, like, I know. But I think gay people have it worse. Nah, no, that's fucked up. But I think gay people have it worse in terms of like social like aggressivity than like, you know,
Mm.
uh lesbian people. Well, girls.
And we're in 2020. Like, come on.
Yeah. Like lesbians are like, oh look, once you guys do some weird shit together, once you do this and that, whereas gay guys actually get like physically assaulted, like, yo, fucking,
Mm.
ew, disgusting. Like, yo, chill, motherfucking damn, it's another human being, man.
I think all around the LGBT community has a whole history of having their history erased as well.
Yeah.
We're like, things that are considered like part of the LGBTQ community um, have existed for a long time,
Mm.
but we feel like it's like a recent thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like we feel like it just started happening, I don't know, in the 70s or 80s. And like it's it's been there.
I mean, it's
If
the same
you
thing
like,
with feminism.
yeah,
It started like
yeah,
in the late 1800s,
yeah.
1895, I think, and then it went on until now. And people are like, oh well, you know, it started after the war. It's like, nah, bro, it's been there.
It's existed. Like even the in ancient Greece, they had this ritual of sorts where it is like learning your manhood, which
Mm.
is where you travel to the woods as a young boy with an older man, and he teaches you about your boy parts, and you return and you've learned about yourself as a man because you understand it better because he's a man, he's older, he has experience, so he teaches you how to be a man
Mm.
and to know your man parts.
Speaking of
It's
man
a
parts,
learning experience, and that's just natural. That's a thing. That's just common,
yeah,
you know. So that's been a thing in society, in ancient societies. It's existed. It's just that we don't. It's kind of been erased because some people didn't want it brought up, or
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's taboo.
yeah. But it's we didn't invent homosexuality, you
which
know.
is which is worse, I think, for immigrant parents, because like immigrant parents, like immigrant families, they don't talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
Like for like, you know, Western society is a lot. It's very, you know, it's very out there. You know, you talk about, you know, moms be talking about to their daughters like, yo, y'all have fun tonight, you know, or like telling the sons like, hey, be you know, we're protection, and you know, I don't want no child, or whatever. You know, they're very sort of open about it, and it's like, whereas, you know, I think immigrant families are more sort of, don't talk to me about it, like I don't want to know about it, or very sort of like,
Mm.
there's no guidance, so it's more self exploration, and so you gotta understand what you like, what you don't like, and sort of you basically have to find your way to
Right.
in a completely foreign area. Which brings up to my other topic. Have you guys ever experimented sexually in terms of what you like, what you don't like? So in a bedroom, whatever, you know. So you tried, you know, fucking ass stuff, you know, fetish stuff. You know what I'm saying? Weird stuff, man. I'm talking about, or just even watching stuff like that. Not actually doing it, but actually just watching it.
I think the kinkiest thing I've done was like tying up, with ropes and stuff.
You guys actually did the kink test, right?
No, I
Remember,
don't think so.
Yeah, my girlfriend made me.
we did.
Vanilla.
Remember we did it.
Yeah, I think mine was vanilla.
Yeah, you guys are vanilla. Yeah, I'm
I was
fucking.
very vanilla.
Yeah, no, Phil is definitely vanilla. Phil is like, there's no question about that shit.
Oh, it was very vanilla.
I
I'm
just
dominant. I'm
I
dominant.
have that vanilla aura.
Yo, you don't watch fucking porn. Yo, everyone's gonna be like, yo, that's cap. But yeah, no, Phil doesn't watch porn.
Right. Everyone's gonna be like, lies.
Yo,
You're a man. You're supposed
wa-
to.
he watches blue is the warmest color. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
I watched
I
that.
wish I could watch that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I have a hard time with pornography.
Is it the
Did I
objectification of it?
guess?
Is it the objectification of it?
I guess it feels off. Like, if I can completely like project myself into it, I can like forget about it, and I could be okay with it for a few seconds or whatever.
Damn.
But the second that I get like self-aware enough, I just like get like a bit grossed out, and I back off, and I'm like, oh, I can't appreciate anything in this. Like it's done. Like there's nothing to.
Yeah, I can't relate. I'm full on. I'm like fucking looking at some kinky ass shit, bro.
But I don't have any like negative opinions of people who do very much appreciate it. I mean we have a course on it,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. That's what I was talking about. I was like,
Yeah, but like when it comes to my personal um, enjoyment of it, I have a bit of a fractured relationship with it. I can't.
do you think it's a good alternative to like the real thing?
Yeah, well, I suppose it is for a lot of people who can't find a partner, who like aren't in a situation where they want a partner. Like that's normal too. We have to normalize people not wanting to be in relationships.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, for people who they want to focus on their work, or they want to focus on something, I don't know, um, or just don't want a relationship right now, they're allowed to like have this uh, place where they can escape to, or this medium that satisfies their every need for that.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking also it's a lot safer than actual sex. But like, because be back in the day, it would be like sort of I just sleep around. I go out with some random girl at the club or some guy from the bar and then just sleep with him, which is I don't find that sanitary. Even if you have condoms, it's like the same.
Yeah, you don't really know who you're
Yeah, it's like one night. I never. Well, I got into like one night stands like once in my life, but I was like, nah, bro, this is not for me. It's just like I need a connection with the person before like.
Me too. Yeah, very much driven by the emotional.
Yeah. Well, exactly. And also at the same time, when you're like, oh, you should go out with some girls to satisfy your sexual needs. How the fuck do you know that girl's gonna satisfy it first of all, or that guy's gonna satisfy it? Maybe into some weird ass shit, and then the other partner is gonna be like, yo, nah, I ain't about this, or vice versa. Like, and at the same time, you run the risk of getting STDs and getting a kid. So it's like, which is just. I'm sorry to say that we are a lot right now. We are 8 billion on this earth, close to 8 billion, I think. So yeah, I think repopulating, we're good. We got that.
Yeah,
We get
we
that
don't
down.
need to repopulate the earth.
We're good. We're good on that front. I think we need to, the pleasure part's fine, but like the repopulating and then just abandoning the kids.
Right. But also, I guess you're also bringing to mind something else. The fact that maybe there should be more pornography focused on, or at least mainstream pornography focused on the emotional side of sexual activity.
Yeah, I think
we've talked about this in the context of our class.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
like in pornography, typically it's it's just well, I
Well,
suppose a build up to two people porking,
or
right?
more.
Build up. Oh, like a whole movie.
Well, I
Yo,
don't
bro,
know.
yo. Side note: a movie of porn movies are just fucking retarded, bro. I think that's just the most stupidest concept ever.
Elaborate.
Bro, like the thing, the consumer of pornography is not gonna be fucking caring about the goddamn storyline. I'm sorry, and at the same
Maybe.
time, Yeah, but even if they were, the acting in the freaking in these movies are so fucking dog shit, bro. I'm sorry. That legit turns me off. Like it's
Me too. I can't handle actors.
like, oh, you want to come to bed with me? No, bitch, fuck off. Like I
Exactly.
don't.
They're so bad. How can they like show the more emotional side of it? If the actors are
I think yeah.
There's no emotional part. It's just it's legit. You see some girl or guy. Well, it's mostly a girl that's seducing a guy who's usually a fucking mailman or a plumber for some fucking reason. And which yeah, it's like okay, and then she tries to seduce him, and in the end she's just getting fucked. And I'm like, okay, well this is great, but like there's no build up. Like the guy, you could tell the guy's face he's not interested, and the girl you could tell that she just wants the paycheck. I'm sorry, like it's so transparent. So like whenever I'm watching, like that's why I watch amateur, because it's a lot easier. It's more real because a real couple is a real
That's what a lot of people in our class have said as well.
yeah,
There seems to be a preference for the
yeah.
amateur
So like because like
section.
professional stuff is just so fucking dog shit, bro. Like and then you meet these porn stars and you're just like fucking. I'm sorry, bro. You're just like fucking clap, bro.
um,
Take up without makeup, right? Little like fucking trains that ran over fucking the fucking deer, man. It's like it's sad.
Whoa.
Speaking of, since it's been a good decade. I mean, 2020 now, so it's a good 2 decades into the 2000 millennia.
Yeah.
Uh, what would you give? What advice would you guys give to your 10-year-old self or your 12-year-old self? Seeing as we guys are 13. Oh.
Mm.
like, kid, you're gay.
So, face it, you gay, son. No, you wasn't ready.
You're lying. This can't be true.
Oh, back in the day when and because Jason, you and I went to the same primary school. Back in the day, would see some really fucking gnarly shit, bro.
Oh my god.
No, in the fucking schoolyard, bro. That shit was some some sketchy ass shit. Say what we say, bro.
Mhm.
But yeah, what advice would you guys tell yourselves in
Mm.
10 years ago?
Are you sticking with your answer, Jay?
Yeah, you gay, son.
I'll have to think about it.
Okay, I think
Think about it.
I'll go with trust in yourself.
Be more confident.
Yeah, like stand your ground where you know that you're doing the right thing, or you know that stand your ground for yourself.
Mm. Yeah, I think mine would be stay true to yourself. Don't
Yeah,
don't be swayed by people's opinions of you,
yeah,
because people are always gonna judge no matter what. So might as well judge you for the real you in it.
yeah.
At least I think, and a lot of people probably will agree with me that honesty is probably the best weapon you have. And so ultimately, because like that's Quebec's alert.
Oh
Is it ringing for you guys too?
Not my phone, but
no.
Yeah, I'm getting Quebec's alert for
emergency alert.
yeah, that's fucking loud.
We're Amber Alert. Is that what?
Yeah, I think so. I remember.
Just an emergency alert. That's what it said.
But yeah, damn it, fucking so many distractions. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, say true to myself because I think honesty would be like the ultimate like power we have, because ultimately the only way someone could actually hurt us is by telling us the truth, and if you can't accept the truth, it's kind of like the most sort of painful weapon that someone could use against you. So say for example, you haven't accepted something about yourself, and then someone hits you with that, you know, targets your insecurities. You'd be like, oh shit, man, you get really really hurt. Whereas someone who's a completely accepting of themselves, every aspect of themselves, regard good or bad, they'd be like, yeah, and
Yeah, I'd bet.
I bet.
Yeah,
I
I
got
think
Yeah.
Amber Alert too, by the way.
Oh, you got it.
an Amber Alert.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah. So
yeah,
yeah,
but
I think yeah. That's why I just say stay honest with yourself.
yeah, I think you nailed it on the head. Staying true to yourself.
The real deal. You get me?
I'm sticking with what I'm saying.
That's my name, son.
Jason, your advice is more specific to you, so
Did you say stick it to
Yeah.
yourself?
Yeah, I think if I yell it to my 10-year-old self,
Get it up the ass. You know what I'm saying?
bro, chill.
Wait, yeah, wait, that's fucked up. Yeah,
You have other
yeah.
questions for Daryl?
Was he?
You
What
got
kind of
other
questions you got?
questions, no?
I got that questions, but do you guys have questions?
um, I have one,
Oh.
and it's I mean, you can answer it however you want,
Wow.
but um, do you have the fear, or rather, what do you think of the fear that you're lying to yourself?
Now is not the time for fear. That comes later.
What do you
What were you saying? Fear of lying to yourself? What do you mean?
Like the fear of not truly knowing yourself, or repressing,
A part of myself?
yeah, or rather, like not facing something that's like obvious in your life.
I don't know. I think I know myself pretty well. I mean, I talk to myself every single day, so it's like,
I mean, I think everyone goes through that, like, eventually. Like me, it was like my gayness.
your gayness.
And I don't know, like, even to this day, I still kind of repress it a bit.
Oh, you don't
Like-
act all gay like on streets and stuff.
When I'm with people that I'm really close with, like my coworker told me this, like my voice goes like to higher octaves than usual.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
but I don't know, like it.
Naturally, like it just does by reflex.
Like, I don't do that, but like in general, like my voice is how it is.
To be like a lot deeper, like, yeah, man,
Yes.
I'm cool. What you
Yes.
want?
This is me, Jason.
I'm straight.
Yeah, man, I am straight. My name is Sir Jason the Third.
What?
I'm very straight man, Jason.
I am Kron Coco. How dare you?
Shout out, Crumb Coco.
I unplugged the fucking YouTube channel right there, bro. Dang. But yeah, I don't think I don't know. How about you, Phil? You think you're lying to yourself?
I wonder sometimes if I'm fully honest with myself about everything.
In what aspect?
Like, sometimes I wonder when I do something charitable, or if I do something, sometimes I wonder, am I doing this because I have an ulterior motive, or am I doing this because it's the right thing? Because I want to be doing it because it's the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I get scared of my subjectivity.
Yeah.
In the sense where I'm like, I can't necessarily control or know if I'm doing something. Well, I don't know if I am, but
Yeah. You're doing something malicious without realizing it. You're like,
or I can't know if what I'm doing is like subconsciously like making someone else feel a certain way, or like I can't know everything. I can't have full control over everything. You know, like I can't be playing Minecraft on God mode. You know, I'm playing Minecraft from my first person.
Yeah.
Mode,
So you don't realize, you don't understand. You don't see what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Or what could be going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
Or like I can't know for certain if I'm hurt by something, because I try not to focus on stuff like that. Of course I try to be like emotionally honest all the time too, but since I'm trying to be, you know, positive about most things, I don't want to, you know, let any like small like thing like get to me. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't want to be like repressing anything, but I don't know if I am.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you what is it? What is one thing that you guys think of yourselves that's bad? What is a bad thing about yourself that you've come to accept? It's like it has nothing to do with like your you know something is more like sort of subjective. Like in your own psyche, what do you think to you is a bad thing that you've known and sort of kind of accepted that you couldn't change?
My I think I've always been insecure about like my my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought you were frozen for a second.
No, no, we're good. We're good.
I mean, meaning my insecurities. I guess not, it's not a bad thing. I guess like everyone's insecure. To some level,
Yeah,
but
everyone's here. Yeah.
like, I still haven't accepted my insecurities, so
Mm.
I don't know.
You want to share? You want to share some of your insecurities?
Oh yeah, the one I've already had since I was like really young was like my moles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I hated them. I have so many. I have like 12 on my face, like on my head.
Really?
So, because a lot of people I know who grew up with us, that was like acne. That was their sort of insecurity.
No, yeah, but that goes away. But like my moles don't go away.
So,
So. But like
yeah.
I come to accept that at least.
Funny side note, though, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but I think one of my family members told me that if you scratch your mole, you play with it, you might get might get cancer or some shit.
I just scratch a mole.
Yeah, you fuck around with it.
Oh, I've
You
never.
pull it off. You pull it off, and like the fucking some yo, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, in Philippines, there's so many freaking
That doesn't sound
superstitions, bro.
scientific.
Yo, by the way, okay, side note again. Jesus Christ, I have so many
Yeah.
fucking tangents.
Go ahead.
But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
but yeah, I was talking to this with Brian's girlfriend, Kat. I don't know why I call her Brian's girlfriend. But she was we are talking about how there's a lot of superstitions in the Philippines that are
Yeah.
very like serious, like they're real, because like they're actual side effects to like sort of stuff. And obviously a lot of people be like, nah, it's a bunch of bullshit because they don't believe it and it's not scientifically, plausible. But my consensus is because someone has, if one region or one place has a certain belief that's strong enough that every single person believes, like the power of their belief is so strong that it actually sort of what do you call that, manifests itself. And so like for example, I don't know if you ever heard this, but if you go to the Philippines, there's like areas in like the trees and stuff, like in the forest, that if you step on, it's like you're stepping on like little people's houses and stuff, like the little people's houses, and those little people have like abilities to like fucking curse your ass. So like
Like the
say
Smurfs.
yeah, but like they have their own names, right?
Okay.
Because Smurf is like, oh, yo, that's like a fucking childish, but it's actual like little like
Yeah.
little people, right? So like you would if you accidentally step on their houses or step on their or you pee on it, you disrespect it whatsoever, they'll curse you. And so I forget what her story was. She was talking to me about she told me that she had like I think it was a big bump or she had a massive fever or some weird shit like that. And so they had to like go to they had to go to a shaman or like this like sort of elder, and then he had to like lick her forehead or some weird shit, and then do some fucking ritual crap, and then it instantly went away. Which normally, yeah, when you hear if you hear it like that, it's like yo, bro, that's fucking that's bullshit. But me, when I went to Philippines, like when I was 8, my grandma, I went there 3 times, which is hilarious because every single time I went there, someone died. So the first 2 is because of my grandpa and grandma's funeral, and then the third one I went a few months after my aunt died. So I was like, okay, so there must be a reason why. But so anyways, I went there for a second time for my grandma's funeral, and then the whole time because she had the open casket in our house, so it was a viewing in the house. Like there's no like viewing place like we have here where they go to a place and then they show the dead carcass. Them just bring it to your house and then they're viewing there. And so the whole time she was there, I was legit fucking sick. Like I was like shitting, puking, everything. I was fucking dead. Like I couldn't move at all. Like I had like they had people fucking massaging me, doing some weird shit. Didn't happen. The moment, like that went on for like a good month, I think. And then the moment we went to the funeral and buried her, like instantaneously just stopped. Like I was sick the morning, and then the afternoon I was just like I was chilling like I am now. Like I'm like prancing about like a fucking the little leprechaun. So I was like, yo, this is fucking weird. And then another time I went, the latest time I went to the Philippines, they were saying the rumors were, well, not rumors, but they were saying that if you have if you pull a muscle, you break a bone or whatever, you'll get sick. Like you'll get the fever for like a week or whatever. So
Okay.
that's crap. And so me and my cousin, we're playing in the fucking pool and shit. We're fucking around, and then like, I guess I hit her, and like I don't hit people. If you guys call me a fucking
Barged into her.
psych, yeah. We're like playing around, and then I accidentally like cracked her finger, and I sort of pulled my shoulder while like sort of wrestling with her, and so that afternoon I was me and her we went fucking full on sick, and we were bedridden for like the whole week. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on right now, man?
Hmm.
Which was the worst part because we were leaving the end of the week, and that was during the H1, I think H1N1 or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck flu it was, and like so people were scanning at airports for fevers and stuff. I'm like, yo, bro, if I have a fever, we're fucked. That's done. Like we're not leaving this place. But thankfully it all went well. But long story short, my point is, like, there's a lot of fucking weird superstitions out there in the world, like voodoo and all that stuff that you shouldn't be fucking with, man.
So you believe in it?
Yeah, I believe in it for sure, 100%. I'm not stupid enough to be like, oh, that's bullshit. Like, it's not scientifically proven. It's nah. But I'm not like overly superstitious, as in like, yo, bro, if you don't follow the rules here, you're gonna get fucking destroyed, right? I'm more in between where I like follow the rules of a foreign country or foreign belief.
Sure.
So, in case it doesn't fucking, in case it's not true, what do I lose? Unless they ask me to do some weird shit, then we're like, yeah, no, it's fucked up. I ain't about that. But like, if it's like reasonable, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm not running about in the fucking forest and shit, fucking kicking and pissing everywhere and stuff. So I won't run. I won't run the chance of having my balls fall off. No, thank you.
Fair enough.
So yeah. So what do you guys believe in, like, a higher power or whatever, or like a not necessarily a religion, but like a like God or whatever, or like a creature above us that like looks down and creates stuff and
Yeah, I have a
whatever the fuck.
certain level of spirituality in that I believe in a creating force, but I don't believe that that force necessarily has a hold over human constructs like morality and things like that, but a creating force out there.
Do
Yeah.
you believe in fate or destiny? Like as in like you're presented with like a already outline of your life.
More like I believe in strong probabilities, which is the equivalent scientifically of fate, I guess, you know?
But I think I think it's more both. It's like a sort of like they lay out a sort of outline of where your life is gonna head, but you choose what route you take, and so there's different outcomes.
Right.
So it's
Like I do believe some people have a great like a predisposition for this path, you know? And um that's like their destiny, but I think that people can,
alter it.
way away from it. I think it's possible too.
What about you, Jay?
I think
You a man of faith?
I'm with Daryl. Like, yeah, you have like your life planned for you, but there are different choices that can alter. Like, I don't think there's like one singular path that you're taking your whole life.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the God thing or like the higher power, I'm not that much of a believer.
Well, you're not religious.
But
Yeah,
that
I
just
get that.
don't hate on religion. Like, you can believe whatever you want.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I just don't like when people force it upon me.
Yo, I hate those type of people who just always try to be fucking all righteous and shit. And God is gonna help your ass. It's like, nah, bro, you gotta help your ass. God's just gonna be watching.
So a client came to my cash and like she was saying something behind the glass and she had a paper that said like something about Jesus. And I know she was like preaching to me, but I was like, I can't hear her because the glass is like there. But yeah, like usually people who do that, I don't really listen to that kind of stuff. And this one client came to me when I was working, blaming the whole coronavirus because we disrespected God.
Yo,
and he was talking to me, but like I just like
Yeah, zoned down.
I don't know. Whenever, every single time I'm with William or George, no, not sure. It's every single time I'm with William, there's always a fucking Jehovah's Witness that stops us. Every single time. Like, we're just casually fucking walking about, and there's some guy who just walks, or some girl walks up. Hi, do you guys want to? And because he's very sort of passive, and so I'm like, I'm straight to the point, right? If I don't like you, I don't like you. I'm gonna fuck off, right? But like, because he's so passive, he's gonna be standing there like, yeah, hi. And so then we were stuck there for an hour. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about your church, bro. Like, honestly, like if yeah, it wasn't meant to be, and it's like, yeah, you guys have any role models in your life, and if so, who?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll start. Um, my mom
Mm.
and my dad.
Mm.
They're. I mean, it's a predictable answer, but
Your parents.
I think it still has to be said because my mom is like one of the most generous and most caring people, if not the most that I've ever met. And like she's like the figure that inspires me to be the best version of me I can.
Hmm.
And like she cares so deeply about people. It's something that I find I really want to emulate. It's something that like both of my parents started from, well, nothing really. They were in like a little small town. They were like not very wealthy at all, like, and they worked their asses off to make it where they are today. They had like goals and they just kept working despite everything that went in the way. They found a way to keep achieving to this day. They always keep soaring higher and higher. Like they've never peaked.
Mm.
And like I'm continuously amazed by that. And yeah, it also creates like a tremendous amount of like self-inflicted pressure,
Yeah.
but like being the son of two overachievers is like it's also really inspiring at the same time. Like my father is an extremely like he doesn't realize how empathetic he is.
Mm.
He like naturally is accepting of people. He does it without blinking, and that's something I find really like beautiful about him as a person. And he has a tendency to bury himself in his work, but it's also because he's extremely passionate about what he does.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my answer. My parents are like just very, very, very solid people, and I wish I can live up to them.
Mm. What do
You
you
know.
say?
um, hmm, I don't know. I don't really like. I don't really. I've never really considered the question of like if I have a role model or not. So like I.
Well, it doesn't have to be someone who exists right now. It could be someone who will exist, say like you in the future. And most people have role models of them. It's like they're
Not
idealistic
even.
version of themselves to like sort of be their role model.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a role model, but like a person that I strive to be like.
Mm.
What was that, Phil?
I, I'll answer later, but I got a new one too.
Well, yeah, it's basically like Phil said, like my mom is like the way she is, and like she's given like me so much since I was a
Mm.
kid. I mean, like they both my mom and dad, but like I feel like emotionally, my mom helped me a lot through my life. But yeah, so I just say my mom, I guess.
Yeah, shout out the moms. We love you.
Yeah.
Boy, mama's boy.
But yeah, yeah, no, same. I'd say my mom has basically been the both parents of my life. So she had she's basically the person that I sort of strive to be, but not necessarily in the same way, but obviously, but like, in terms of mentality and sort of mindset, that's why sort of I enjoy, hard work, because I know, seeing her results, I know that it will pay off.
Mm,
And um ultimately my goal is to pay everything back to her, so
mm,
when she eventually passes on, she'll at least have, you know had a nice taste of, I guess, victory, or like, a good send off before, the eventual end.
right.
How morbid that is, but yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
I,
what was
I
your
I mentioned I interrupted Jason
Yeah.
by finding a new answer as well to that. That is more outside the box
Okay.
because of what you mentioned, Daryl. Um, a person that I measure myself up to is the me that people say I am.
Okay.
Because
That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of
it's
pressure.
like, because it's not a real person, right? But
Yeah.
I, I guess, I don't know if it's uh, self-interested to say I get a lot of compliments, I feel,
Mm.
and
Okay.
often I feel undeserving of them. And
Mm.
that person who is complimented is the idea I measure myself to.
Mm.
Like I want to earn and deserve whatever.
Compliments you get.
Yeah. So this idealized version of me that people seem to have is who I strive to be. So it's
Mm.
it's who I kind of compare myself to all the time.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think.
so that can be bad in some ways. I know that. I've been told many, many times by people who know this about me that
Yeah.
it's not always healthy,
Yeah.
but I try to make it healthy. But it's it means I always have something.
But yeah, it's kind of funny. We all have, like, in our little group chat. We all have sins associated to us. So obviously mine's wrath, because that's that's mine. But yours is pride.
Yeah, I would assume
Yeah,
so.
yeah, because it's like you're like, you want to keep up the image of how sort of people perceive you, which is like, I was saying, like, it's really a lot of pressure on your shoulders, because you have to, like, sort of constantly sort of work at striving at a perfect, you know being,
Mm,
but it's impossible to be perfect, so it's like
right,
sort of grasping at, like, trying to reach for, like, the heavens, but it's not actually there, it's like a mirage. But
right.
and so that's why it brings back to my, like, sort of idea of, well, ideal of, just not really following expectations, is more sort of
Right.
going with the flow, because I'm like, yeah, that's way too much work. Yeah, I'm stressed out enough. I don't need to
Yeah.
meet people's expectations on top of that.
Yeah, great expectations.
But yeah, it's like, so speaking of parents, eventually I'm guessing, all of you want to have kids. I'm
I
guessing. You guys think about it? Oh, that's a question. You guys think about having kids?
I don't think about it that often, but I've I've thought about it a few times.
I'm actually excited, to be honest. I think
It
I'm
does
probably.
sound kind of magical in a way. Um, I know that I want to be like ready
Hmm.
for whenever. Like, I don't want to like
What does that mean, though? What is it, financially or mentally, or is it more?
mentally. Like I want to be someone who's ready
Okay.
for raising a child. I want to be the person that a child needs. You know, I don't want to like mess it up. I don't want to like blunder it. I don't want to like
You want, yeah.
I don't know.
You want to hear
Like
what Gotham deserves?
it's a lot of responsibility, and I take responsibility very seriously.
You you you,
You
you,
know.
you want to be the hero that Gotham deserves, but not that much.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um.
yeah.
So I feel like it's like it's the most responsibility you could ever have in your life.
Hmm.
It's someone else's existence. So yeah, you have to. I feel like I have to be ready for that.
Huh.
but it sounds magical.
I mean, yeah. I used to babysit, so I kind of have that feel.
Yeah.
The thing is, whenever you babysit and you really like, you really care for the kids, you can't exactly like push your sort of ideals on them. They're not yours, right? So it's like if they end up
Don't get to shape them in your
yeah. So because no offense, but their fucking parents are so unfit, bro. If they're like me and my mom we talk about it all the time. It's like these are not, they don't deserve to be parents. But like, anyways, that's on a side note. How about you? How about you, Jason? Ever thinking of having kids?
Um, yes.
Hmm.
I think I've always like thought of having a kid one day, but in my circumstances, I don't know.
I mean, no. There's a lot of gay couples have
No, yeah, I know,
kids,
but
and
I
they're
don't
actually
know
quite successful, to be honest.
because then like you'd have to get a surrogate, right?
Yeah, I mean, adoption as well.
adoption. Yeah.
And by the way, that also applies to heterosexual couples because a lot of people are a lot of people end up being infertile. Or sorry, fertile. Is that
No,
fertile?
yeah, I just like
Infertile, yeah.
always
Infertile.
wanted like a kid of like with my genes at least.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could have you could get plant your semen inside someone have a kid, and then
Like don't breathe. I think it was like a
I guess, yeah. The fucking speaking of
go.
fucking, oh my god.
What?
So for the past like 2 weeks, I'd say my ear was fucking clogged. Okay, my right ear was fucking clogged. I couldn't hear shit from my right ear. Right.
Oh.
This is completely like, so, was it last Sunday or no? Was it Monday? Monday I got myself from Amazon a ear irrigator. So it just shoots in water and then comes out, bro. Yo, that shit works like fucking magic, bro.
Really?
So it's like basically a tube that most doctors use. So I was like, yo, cut the middleman, just do it myself. So I bought it. It was like $35, and it's just like a spray bottle with like a tube in the end that has a small like um, nozzle that like fits in your ear. You basically spray it with warm water, bro, and yo, that shit eventually pops off. The feeling that comes off whenever you start hearing again is like a newborn baby coming out of someone, man. It's crazy. It's like light. Yo, legit, it felt so good, bro. It's like I didn't hear anything, and pop, I heard everything. Bro. I was like, yo, dude, we out here.
Not like you lose hearing in both of your ears. You still have hearing in one ear.
One.
No, because I'd want like this ear, like whenever I'd sleep in it, like I would always get clogged, and then like the whole day I can't like it would slowly like open up, and then in the end it would just go back to like being deaf. Whereas the other ear would like it was kind of like meh, it was muffled. So
Yeah.
I was basically on one leg, like I was on the ropes. So I had and during the pandemic I had vertigo, so I was like, yo, bro, this must be correlated. So I irrigated the shit out of it, and then now we fresh out. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. So if y'all have wax problems, bro, pioneering. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
Okay. Okay.
DM for some info. That's fucking funny. But yeah,
You like what do you call it? Like the first commenter or something gets one.
guess one. Yeah,
We mail it to them.
first like it's me.
Yeah.
I fucking get that shit back.
I want to first so I can get that shit. Bro.
Giveaway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of giveaways. Yeah. Speaking of giveaways. You getting a well not giveaway, but you getting a PS5?
Oh.
Yeah, but you gotta wait till it restocks, I guess.
Yeah.
Yo, it
I'm
runs out.
waiting.
It's like Yeezys, bro. It's like Yeezys. This shit's gone, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm waiting.
I mean,
I don't know
to be
how
honest,
long I'm waiting either.
yeah. I mean, I really want to play Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
That game I'm really looking forward to. It looks really, really good. And I also want to play Miles Morales on PS5.
Yeah, it looks very cinematic.
Yeah, yeah, it's really fun. I really tried to not spoil myself because every fucking where.
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't. It was super hard. I was like, yo, bro, I really want to fucking know what happens, man.
Right. Right.
I'm just
So-
trying to play COD. So.
Yo, you buying Call of Duty Cold War?
Yeah, we have it, but I haven't played as much. And bro, I hate it. I hate that game.
The graphics so shit.
It's just the way people play on it. It's just so gay. You know?
Yo, oh,
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Alright, yo, we should go streaming. We should not stream. I mean, we should play online and
Twitch.
stream on Twitch, bro. Stream on Twitch.
What's the Twitch? What's the Twitch channel?
It's real time.
Con Coco.
Kron Coco in real time. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We out here on YouTube, posting every Tuesday and Thursdays. Whoa. All right, so I guess it's been what, an hour and a half now. How long is it? Want to wrap it up?
On that, yeah.
I'm gonna cut
All
some-
right. All right. So as always, it's your boy Real Time.
It's Phil.
It's just over Phil. And yeah, so we'll link everything in our descriptions down below. So just if you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment. First comment gets a shout out in the next episode. Next episode it might be a guest, and I think most of you who know me in high school or who knew me in high school will remember who this guest is, and those who've been with me from the start since what's it called? Signs of Evil will definitely know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll probably be talking about bodybuilding and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exciting to learn what he has, his insight.
His insight. So yeah, every Wednesday as always. Take care and peace.
Yeah. Take care.